Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me in another video. So today's video is going to be really chatty, which is why A, my hair is crazily scraped up like this, and my makeup is just not perfect. Not that my makeup ever is perfect. But anyway, today's video is going to be a Q&A. So I've never ever done a Q&A on my channel. The very first video I did was like a get to know me kind of video. Very embarrassing. I don't recommend anybody going to watch that because it's very awful. But today I am answering some of you guys' questions. If you like chatty videos, then you like this one, and if you don't, then you won't like it. So let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to go through some Snapchat questions. So the first one is from someone called Faye Baby. Faye Baby. I don't really know how to say that. Faye Baby. Anyway, I'll write it here. Just here, on top of my hand. Right now. Yes. So, question is, why did you decide to start your channel and who was your biggest influence? Carmi MUA, who is a lovely person. If you're not subscribed to him, you should also subscribe to him on YouTube, Instagram, everything. He actually asked me this on Twitter as well. So, joint question. When did I start my YouTube channel now? It's hard to even remember. I think it was about 2 years ago. Was it 2 years or a year? So I was around about 1 to 2 years ago. So at the time I was in a very stressful job. It wasn't agreeing with my health because there was a lot of bullying in that job, and yeah, I just didn't like it. It was awful. Tried my hardest to stick it out, but ended up having to go to the doctor because I was properly stressed out with everything and had to take some time off of work. Yeah, oh god, I don't want to start like talking about this too much. So anyway, that was like the basics of the start of it, and I was at home and I was feeling sorry for myself. And so I've always been addicted to YouTube. I've always had a passion for makeup and beauty, nails, fashion, anything to do with being a girly girl. So I just kind of like combined the two together and thought, you know what, I can maybe do this video thing. I would like to teach people, you know, certain ways that I do my makeup or my nails, etc. And I just thought it was the perfect way to like escape everything else that was going on round about me, and that was like my little bubble. So yeah, that's basically how it come about, and I was so embarrassed at first. I didn't even want to tell Kyle because I was like, oh, I'm shy. Even like back to my first videos, I still feel like that personality is so not me, like is not me at all. But yeah, I just did it and I loved it, and like one person watched my video and I was like, yay, someone's watched me, and then 2 people watched me, and then yeah, it was just amazing. Like I remember when I got a subscriber and they were like, oh, your videos are lovely and you've got such a good personality, and then I put my little doggy in it, and yeah, basically that's why I started. That was a very, very roundabout answer. But life wasn't great in terms of work wise, and I was kind of emotionally, I don't know what the word is. I was just really sad in myself, even though my life was perfect because obviously I love my family and I had Kyle, but yeah, I just wasn't as happy as I should have been, and YouTube gave me happiness. So I don't know really who my biggest influence was. I mean, I've watched YouTube since I was about 12 or 13 or maybe even younger. I used to watch everybody, you know, like back in the day, Bub's Beauty was massive, and like I don't know, loads of people, but I don't really have an influence on a biggest influence. I just had YouTube as a whole was an influence for me. But yeah, that was emotional. We started on a very emotional question, but that is the answer, so thank you for asking that question. Snapchat question is, what is your favourite lip product ever, and what was the first makeup product you ever bought? My favourite lip product, oh, that's a hard one because as you can see, this little lipstick stand right here is full of lip stuff. I've got like drawers upon drawers of lip products. My favourite lip product, you know what, until recently it used to be matte lipsticks, but I'm so out of the matte trend now. I'm like really over it. I feel like I'm all about a gloss now and about a bit of Vaseline on the lips in the summer. I don't really have a favourite lip product though. This is a hard question. Do you know what? I'm so picky that I honestly don't have a favourite. I like, right now I'm loving nude colours and I'm loving any sort of lip gloss or like Vaseline, because I just feel in the summer that a glowy fresh makeup, you've got to have glossy lips. So I've definitely not got a favourite, but in terms of lipsticks, I do love Makeup Revolution and Rimmel lipsticks. Those are really good. And if you're looking for a higher brand, Urban Decay lipsticks are amazing. First makeup product I ever bought. Well, the first one that sticks in my mind is definitely not the first, because you know when you're younger and you buy like a Miss Sporty lip gloss, or, well, that's what happened when I was younger. Now people that are like 13 are buying MAC, so I don't know, I never had the money for that. I was buying Miss Sporty when I was like 12. The first makeup product that really, I remember it was, I got a job, so I was earning my own money, decided that I would go onto eBay. You know, my mum made an account and put me on it because I wasn't 16 yet, but don't tell anyone. And there was the 144 colour eyeshadow palettes. If you know what I'm talking about, leave me a little comment down below. I was absolutely like buzzing, Scottish words coming out, buzzing about this. I was like, oh my god, when I get paid I am going to buy it. And I was only working a Saturday job, so it took me ages to save up the money, but I bought it. All the colours smelled like chalk, but I loved it. Put it on my eyes, it was like bright oranges, bright yellows, bright greens. But yes, I absolutely loved it. Loved it that much, and it's got that much sentimental value that I still have it. Here it is here, it's by the brand Fraulein. And this is what, oh look at it. And this is the first layer, and then you can take, it just smells like chalk. You can take this out, and this is the second layer. Look how bright it is. I mean, to be honest though, I did actually use quite a lot of it. And then if anybody wanted their makeup done at school or for going out and stuff, I was like, I've got the eyeshadow, I'll do your makeup. All my friends love this palette, so yeah, if you're looking for a good chalky palette, Fraulein, eBay, bargain. The next question on Snapchat is by Hope_Burton_X. Thank you so much for asking me a question. She said, if you could change anything about yourself, what would it be? Probably everything, because you know us women, we hate ourselves. We compare ourselves to other people, magazines, our friends, models. So yes, there's a lot of things that I would change about myself. But you know what? They're not going to change, so that is just life. Can't do nothing about it. And yeah, let's just learn to love ourselves. Let's not go into it, because I would be here all day saying all the things that I'd love to change about myself. Well, I will say one is my teeth, because I have a gap in between my teeth and they're a bit squint, they're not very pretty, and yeah, I would really like to change them. But yeah, I have many things, but who doesn't? So let's move on from that. The next question is by Noor15152. When did you first start wearing makeup, and would you like to make your own makeup? Well, yes, I would absolutely love to make my own makeup brand. I don't have a clue what I would call it or what I would come out with. You know, I could probably think of loads of different things, but that would be amazing. That's definitely would be a dream come true if that was to happen. I first started wearing makeup when I was probably around about 12 or 13. I would wear like a little lip gloss. You know, my mum would, like I say about the whole Miss Sporty thing. I have 3 big sisters as well. They're all like ranging in ages, but like 3, 5 and 7 years older than me. So I would get like hand-me-downs from them of makeup, and I loved like putting lip gloss on and like sparkly eyeshadow. So I didn't have like a full face of makeup at that age, but I definitely started experimenting around 12 or 13. The next question is by M.Kate28, and she asked, where do I come from? So I live in Scotland in a little county called Fife. And I have lived here all my life. I lived in one other place, and now I live in the same place. Obviously I'm not going to say exactly where I live, not that any of you would come and stalk me anyway, but you know, the internet's a scary place. And the last Snapchat question I'm going to do is from Elida Mamutovic. Sorry if I've butchered your name. Are you going to do a Who Knows Me Better? Oh, that's a really good idea actually. I never thought about doing that, but yeah, let me know. Let me know if you'd like to see that. Comment down below if you'd like to see a Who Knows Me Better. Maybe I can do it by like with my sister and my husband, because those are 2 very close people to me. I don't know. You comment down below and I will do it for you guys. So I need to be a bit faster because I've still got Instagram, YouTube and Twitter questions. So obviously we had the Twitter question from Carmi. I'm going to do one other Twitter question. So someone called Amy_official asked me what my first job was. So when I was younger, I had loads of jobs like the Avon, which is like a beauty catalogue that sells makeup and stuff. I used to help my mum do that, used to do the newspaper rounds, used to do sweetie deliveries. That sounds weird, but you would go to people's houses and sell like macaroons and stuff. Then after that, my first proper job, like Saturday job and stuff, was working in a pharmacy. And I did that at the weekends and after school and then like throughout the summer. I'm laughing now. So my first actual full-time job was after I left uni. I decided I need to obviously get a job and make some money. So I seen this job at Lloyd's Banking Group and I was like, oh my god, like I could work in a bank, I could do that. And it was like in a contact centre office. It wasn't like in a bank that you would, you know, like go in and draw out money and things. So I applied for it. I was very excited. My sister had worked in the bank at the time, so I was like, yes, like I'm going places. This is the job for me. Because I decided to leave uni at that point. I wasn't going to go back or that. So went in and the man was like, you know, here's the coffee shop. And I was like, oh, that's a lovely coffee shop. And they were like, you know, here's the cafe. And I was like, yes, that's so nice that you should like show me where I can get my lunch and stuff. And he was like, you take a seat down here and I'll be back. And I was like, okay. So he gave me this bit of paper and the questions were like, have you prepared food for anyone before? And have you ever served coffee? And I was like, this is really strange. Like, why would they want to know that for a bank interview? So I was sitting there reading the questions and I was thinking, you know, why are they asking me about preparing food and serving coffee? And I was like, I'm going to answer anyway. So I was just like, yes, I've made myself food. I lived at uni, And then the more and more I read, I was just like, oh my god, I'm not getting a job in the bank, I'm going to be working here in the cafe. And I was just like, did I read the job advert wrong? Like, did I not see Lloyd's Bank? And then I'm thinking, well, I did, but I didn't see the word cafe. So yeah, I got a job in a cafe. It was great, worked there for a couple of months and then left to work in a proper bank. So yes, those were kind of my first couple of jobs. So moving on to YouTube questions. Sassy Little Nails asked me, if you could only choose one nail polish brand and colour, what would it be? So as many of you probably, I don't know if you know this or not because I've not done a nail video in ages, but I use gel on my nails. I don't use normal nail polish and on my toes as well. My favourite gel brand, non-professional, so like if you guys wanted to buy it, would probably be Crystal G. You can buy that from eBay or from the Crystal G website. They're really good. About the colours though, that's a hard one because there's so much really pretty colours. I really like sparkly glittery colours though. I'm all about the glitters. Like this is my nails just now, I'll show you them. This is my nails just now, so they're really sparkly and like holographic, this one, and glittery. And my favourite professional brand would probably have to be C&D Shellac because they're really good. They don't like chip or anything like that. And apart from that, when I used to use nail polish, I'd probably have to say that Maybelline nail polishes were really good because they lasted a couple of days without chipping. The next question by Farron Sideka. What is your favourite drugstore brand and what is your favourite high-end luxury brand? So drugstore is Makeup Revolution and high-end would probably have to be Urban Decay. Tosha Jordan asked me, how many siblings do you have? So I have 3 older sisters. I am 23. My oldest sister after me is 27, then 29 and then 30. Elizabeth Cooney asked me, what age are you and how long have you been married? Oh, so this is a good question to lead on to. So I am 23 just now. I will be 24 in August, sadly. And I have been married for a year and a half. In November it will be 2 years. So I was only, what age would I have been when I got married then? 22? So yeah, I was just turned 22 when I got married. Was pretty young. A lot of people do say, you know, you're too young to have been married. But it didn't feel young to me. It felt completely 100% right. And a year and a half later, it still feels 100% right. So I would just say, even though this is not the question, but I'm branching out into this now. If you are young and you are being told that it's too young to marry, just ignore everybody, because if you feel in your heart that it is right, then go for it. Marriage is a huge decision, massive decision. So if you feel that it's the right decision to make, then nobody else should stop you doing that. So yes, I am very glad that I got married young because now I've got many more years left with Kyle, which is amazing. So next question, Elida Mamutowick. I'm going to put that on the screen again because I'm probably butchered your name, I'm so sorry. Would you like to do a makeup challenge on Snapchat? Oh, that might be interesting. What kind of challenge though? because sometimes I swear and I have to cut out these videos because I don't like to swear on YouTube, because, you know, younger people do watch you and it's not a very good habit. Although I do swear a lot in real life. I don't know. Yeah, maybe let's go for it. Leave a little comment down below asking me what challenge you want me to do, and then I'll do it on Snapchat for you, Alida. Young and Pretty says, what is your dream job? I would love to do YouTube as a job. That would be absolutely amazing. If I could just, you know, make these videos and take you guys with me to events and things, that would be really great. I'd love to do that. But I don't think that's going to happen. I will still continue making videos for you though. But I would say my dream job, I mean, I feel like I'm kind of living it. Like, I'm a nail tech just now, I work in a salon and I'm really loving it. Like, I don't dislike it in any sort of way. So right now I'm really happy with my job. I would like to, I've said this before, I would like to open like a little centre where I like take in all loads of stray dogs and stuff, because I hate dogs that live on the street and are lost, and if I could do doggy daycare that would be fab, but again that's never going to happen. So yeah, I'll just stick with my nails just now. Abby Downs asked me, what is your holy grail makeup product that you can't live without? I would say the Makeup Revolution Ultra Pro Glow palette for highlighter. It is absolutely amazing. 8 shades in it for £10, complete bargain. You have to go and get it. And I'll move on to some Instagram questions now, because I know I've probably been talking for absolute ages. Evie.sarahx asked me, how do you edit your videos? So I have a MacBook Air and I just use iMovie to edit my videos. Aparnapal.84, I'm so sorry if I said your name wrong, and she is so lovely. She always comments on all my videos and my Instagrams, so I see you. She asked me, red lips or pink lips if you had to choose only one. I would probably have to choose red, because I absolutely love red lips. It goes so well with like the darkness of my hair and like my eyebrows. Like, my skin just suits red much better than pink, I think. I rhymed. So yes, I would say red lips for that. I think this is Lee, L-E-A-H-H, Lee 18. Sorry again. You've asked me a couple of questions, so I'm going to answer them. What is your most repurchased makeup item? I'd probably just have to say a mascara, because I go through mascara like crazy, because obviously I'm using it every single day. I would say that it's the Maybelline, now I'm going to forget it, Colossal, the yellow tube, or the pink one. I love those two mascaras, and the waterproof version. And maybe foundation, again Maybelline Fit Me foundation, I go through that quite a lot, and the Kiko Milano Soft Focus foundation, the powder one, that's what I've got on today and I absolutely love that. So I would say those two products definitely, along with my HD Brows powder, because I cannot live without that. That is, I have to use that all the time, so I do repurchase that a lot as well. What is your favourite TV show at the moment? I watch so much TV, I'm quite bad for it, Netflix shows. So I would say Pretty Little Liars. I'm very addicted to that. I'm so eager to find out who A is. We're on the last couple of episodes now, so I'm upset it's going to be finished, but I'm definitely excited to watch the rest of that. I like Kimmy Schmidt as well. I've just recently started getting back into Bates Motel, so there's that. What else? God, I'm on the spot now. Walking Dead, love Walking Dead. Quantico, so much telly, love it. Next question was most worth it tan beauty product, and also best Makeup Revolution palette. Those two, I'd have to say the Ultra Pro Glow palette again. It is absolutely amazing. You guys definitely need to check it out. Caitlin_Wallace asked me, what do you do other than YouTube? Have you studied? So yes, I did go to university to do medical biology. I only stayed in university for 1 year and then I dropped out. It was, I mean, I thought it was going to be a lot of biology. That was what I was really good at. I got really good grades in school. So I studied medical biology. I thought it was going to be more biology. That's what I thought anyway. Don't know if that was stupid of me, but it was very heavy in chemistry. And although I passed higher chemistry, I didn't find it interesting. And in Scotland you get 4 years of free education, and I didn't want to waste my education, and so I finished. The plan was to perhaps go back to uni, but it's just never worked out that way, and I don't think I'm going to go back now. But I do have my nail technician qualification, so I am qualified in that. So that is what I work as just now. That is my job. Work in a salon, doing nails, and I do mobile and things. That's just a new kind of adventure for me. Before that I used to work in like banks, being a complaint manager, contact centres and things like that. So yeah, I don't really have a degree from uni, but I did go and I did study and I gave it a little bash. Sarah_Zucker or Sarah asked me, how did you meet your husband? So we knew each other from high school. We met in first year, which made us 12, and yeah, we're like friends ever since then. We got closer, became best friends, and then yeah, we just had a laugh with each other all the time. There was always something to laugh about. After school we started dating, like quite a little bit after school, and yeah, that was it. So yeah, I met him at school. I'm so glad that I did. So happy. And I'm just going to do one more question because I feel like I've been speaking for so long. And the last question I'm going to do is Kirstin. Fife? Yep. People. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to leave it on the screen again here. What has been your favourite video or memory? Oh, this is a hard one. I'm doing favourite video in terms of YouTube. Oh, it's difficult. I really like doing the gingerbread house with Kyle because that was really funny, and it wasn't like I didn't have to think about, you know, like making myself look pretty with my makeup. It was just really relaxed and it was really funny. It was nice to get like Kyle on the camera too because he's so funny off of camera, but obviously he's a wee bit shy on camera. But yeah, that was a really funny video, and how the tower collapsed, and oh, I don't know, it was really good to film. And obviously it was at Christmas time, and that's my favourite time of year, so I really enjoyed that video. But I also really enjoyed vlogging as well. Like when I was vlogging on my birthday last year, that was a really good vlog because all my family was in it. But yeah, I've got loads of favourite videos. Sometimes I sit and watch them. I don't know if that's creepy or not, but I'm just like, oh, remember that time. And then what was my favourite memory? Has to be my wedding day. That has to be the best memory of my entire life. I wish I could go back and relive that day over and over and over again. I would never ever get bored of getting married. It was amazing. But yeah, that's it. So that is the end of this Q&A. If you have enjoyed getting to know me a little bit better, please give the video a big thumbs up. Thank you to everybody who asked me questions. I'm sorry that I couldn't answer all of them, but there were quite a lot. So if you would like to see another Q&A, like a part 2 of this, please let me know down below. Ask me some more questions so that I've got enough to make another video out of, and I will do that for you. If you want to see different kind of videos as well, so if you've enjoyed me just being a little bit more chilled and chatting with you, you know, if you want to see things other than just makeup tutorials, like was it the girl who said it? What girl asked me? Someone asked me if I wanted to do like a who knows me bit. Shh. Someone asked me if I would do like a who knows me better video. So if you want stuff like that, story times, I don't know, other Q&As, leave them down below and I will definitely get around to filming those for you. So thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. Hope you're having a lovely day. Have a lovely rest of the day. And I will see you next week. Bye!